Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce one of Boston's own hip-hop pioneers from the legendary group, the Funk-A-ffects, music producer Tony Lopes Geary.
Let's jump right into it.
How was it working with the Boston Poppers?
Working with the Boston Poppers was dope because that was the first group I ever was put in with that I was in, and that gave me a chance to like advance to the Funk-A-ffects. So that was the beginning stage to entertain it. So that was my first time entertaining, was joining the Boston Poppers, and it was dope because I wanted to be in the Funk-A-ffects, but I wasn't ready yet. So David created the Boston Poppers, which was like a little group of the Funk-A-ffects. So when I joined that group, it was dope. You know what I mean? It gave me a chance to entertain and get used to the stage. And that was something I wasn't used to because I never really performed like that. You know, I performed for my family and shit like that, and things like that. And from there, that helped me advance to getting in the bigger group, which was the Funk-A-ffects. And that was dope to advance to the Funk-A-ffects from the Boston Poppers.
What was some of your most memorable experiences with the Funk-A-ffects?
Oh man, experiences? That's gonna take the whole show. The Funk-A-ffects shows was amazing, man. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. I remember the first time performing with the Funk-A-ffects, and that was my dream to be on stage with all of you guys. And at that point, I was the little guy in the group, so I was in the forefront of the Funk-A-ffects, and that was really even dope to me. Just be there like that, entertaining. But our biggest show that I liked the most was the Hollywood Talent Night and the Body Construction Show. We'll get back to that though. But the Hollywood Talent Night was amazing, man. You know, the performances that we did and the performers that we performed with, New Kids, Michael Johnson and Pac Jam and the Johnson Crew, Maury Starr, the New Edition. That was a journey that I'll never forget. And you know, it just went on and on and on and on and on from there. And then our next biggest show that we did was at Providence, Rhode Island with Run DMC. And you know, we did shows with Curtis Blow and Houdini and Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick at the 9. So, you know, that was dope. And then we went on to do Talent America in New York City at the Roosevelt Hotel. And that was amazing. You know, just to perform in New York back to back in that competition and win it twice and then get disqualified the third time. I don't know if it was the third time or the second time. The second time we got disqualified because they knew we was gonna take the show anyway, and they made us guest stars. And that was dope to be in New York City around, you know, all those entertainers and people from other genres of the entertainment performing at that event. You know, shout out to Tom Selleck too, because you know he was the founder of that show at that time and one of the judges. So that's a memory that I'll always keep in my head and keep my journey with the Funk-A-ffects as we continue to grow in this entertainment.
What drives you and motivates you to keep producing music?
My driving force now is, you know, I'm doing production now, so that all stems from being in the Funk-A-ffects. You know, putting our shows together with the music and cutting and mixing it and things like that. This helped me to become the producer that I am, you know, being around Maury Starr and things like that. Shout out to Maury Starr.
Actually, today's Maury Starr's
His birthday. Happy birthday, Maurice.
Maurice.
Happy birthday, General. We love you. You're always right here with me. Every time I touch that drum machine. And Randy Shropshire, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Terry. You know, Randy was like really the drive to really start getting into production because he was producing and signed to Atlantic and he had us under him and he was teaching me a lot and also teaching you. And then you started teaching me. And
We got real good.
Yeah, and we got real good at it. And that's the drive that I push right now. You know, I push to the production side of things like that because that's the heartbeat of me. You know what I mean? I love doing music.
The music is amazing.
Right, exactly. And it's worldwide. You know, to this day, we're still producing, we're still active, and we're doing what we do because of the Funk-A-ffects. That's the drive that keeps us, the heartbeat of me, to keep pushing, is that drive from the Funk-A-ffects, that entertainment that we still have, and we done it worldwide, and continue to do it to this day, you know what I mean? And that goes to new kids, the new edition, Mark Wahlberg. All of that stems from the Lee School. You know what I mean? And without that foundation, none of us would be where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's the push that keeps me going. Just that legacy that we continue to carry to the world. You know what I mean?
Were there any other talented people in your family?
No.
Like I know your mother because me and your mom used to talk about how she used to perform back then.
Yeah.
Did you get any of your talent from your mom?
Most definitely. I think I got, you know, my mom, I don't like to put that out there, but my mom was a go-go dancer back in the 70s and the 60s. And she's a great dancer to this day. Mm-hmm. So I know I got the entertainment part of dancing and performing from my mom. My dad's laid back. He's military. Yeah. He's not into any of that. So I know for a fact that I got that from my mom. But as far as any other entertainers, no, not really. You know what I mean? I mean, I got cousins and stuff like that. That's rappers and producers also. So I can't really say that. There's talent in my family, but it wasn't really around me like that for me to be like, oh, I want to do that and be like that. You know what I mean? I always, since I was a kid, I always wanted to play drums. I played with keyboards. I always played with instruments when I was a kid. You know, I played trumpet in high school at the Roland Hayes music school. So I went to Roland Hayes Music School for 4 years, and that was dope because we was like a junior Berkeley at Madison. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay,
yeah. So that music program really would prompt me to get into doing production to a different scale that I do it on now. I don't play the trumpet as much as I used to, but I can still play it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I just moved on to other things and other genres in the music aspect. And that's what keeps me going to this day, you know what I mean?
Okay. Are there any artists currently in Boston that you're working with?
Well, yeah. Mantera, you know, I did some work on their documentary. Mantera, Kim Tavares. There's a list of other people, but we're still in production of some of this stuff, so I can't really enclose that part of it. You yourself, Ace, Bill and Bob McLean produced them. But the biggest thing that I've done out of Boston was with Kim Tavares. We did a single, and it went #1 in the UK. So it was on #1 for like 3 consecutive weeks on the R&B charts, and it's still playing to this day. So, and it kind of made her relevant because Kim's blowing up right now over in the UK. So I'm proud of that project. You know what I'm saying?
To you too.
Don Hazel.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Shout out to FMG. My boy Feta. You know, we've done a lot of stuff with a lot of local artists, and you know, I work with some artists in Atlanta that's local. But you know, I keep it busy.
You just became acknowledged as a hip-hop legend in Boston. How does that feel, and where do you see yourself going in like 5 years from now?
Well, just to be acknowledged, to be a forefront of hip-hop in Boston from the 80s, that's big for the state and the city to give us a big Lifetime Achievement Award for that. So, you know, that's more than money to me. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the accolades that I worked hard for, that we worked hard for. So for me to get that award, that was just like the icing on the cake for all the years that we put in in this industry, you know what I'm saying, the entertainment industry. And, you know, shout out to Massachusetts and Boston for acknowledging the Funk-A-ffects, for all the work that we put in, you know what I'm saying, and we still putting it in that. As far as where we going, I want to go further in 5 years. I want to get into movies, which I've been into the movie industry, but I want to take it to another level with my acting skills and my production, to be part of those acting skills, and really just make it pop where I can retire, because I'm getting to that point to retirement.
Right.
And I want to leave a legacy for my kids so they can brag about, and my grandchildren, they can brag about, look what my grandfather and my father did for the city of Boston. And they all know, everybody knows we're well known in this city. Even at our age, in our 50s, people still recognize us on the street. You know what I mean? I get stopped outside. That Tony Lopes and Funk-A-ffects. Yeah, that Tony Lopes that produced that. So I still love the love that we get from Boston, but there's a bigger world out there, and I want to really take that to another level of acknowledgement. Take it to the world, you know what I mean?
What advice would you give to the young artists out there watching this that wants to pursue being a producer or a rap artist?
Today, you know, it's a different ball game with the entertainment, because, you know, we have social media. And social media has taken it to where they can branch out to so many genres and different parts of the world with a click of a button. With us, we had to go into those labels. We had to go bring mixtapes and grind and get here. No, that's not gonna be it. Always push for your dream. If you believe in yourself, do what you need to do to be an artist, because you're gonna hear no a lot. Knocking at that door, they're gonna close it. We've done it, been there, but we still achieved what we wanted to achieve. For the young artists today, you know, you really gotta be about your grind and push hard and take advantage of the social media, because these days the labels don't even want to sign you unless you have a following. And these kids today have followers, millions of followers and thousands of followers, and the labels look at that. So take care of your business, you know, make sure your stuff is copywritten, make sure you got a good team around you and management, and always believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you can go, these young kids can go further because they have so many outlets that we didn't have. You know, we had to take our stuff to radio stations, and the radio stations didn't want to play our stuff. TV stations, they didn't want to play our stuff. And shout out to Sweetie Entertainment. Okay, because that was an outlet. Strictly Hip Hop was an outlet for us to be on TV, on local TV, on cable, like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was big for us. That was our social media. So shout out to Strictly Hip Hop, which I was the host on that also. And
I love Al doing that.
Yeah, no doubt. Big shout outs to Al McFarlane. And you know, just keep pushing and believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? The entertainment's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be in it, but it's not for everybody. So you have to be built for it to really know where you want to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can make a mixtape. Anybody can jump in front of a camera and say they're acting, but that's not, it goes further than that. You know what I'm saying? Because your talent really will speak for itself. Make sure you got your business intact. That's what I want to say to all the youths today. Make sure you have a strong team, you know, your management's right, and you know about copywriting your stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about, locking your business down to your business.
That's great advice. Thank you, and congratulations to you, even though you're one of my band members. I am so impressed by you, and I love your music. Your music inspires me. I listen to your music every day too.
Thank you, my brother.
I play that every day.
That's love. Appreciate that.
Man. And you know, I'm looking forward to what we're gonna do in the future too.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
So the world, just look out, because we got a lot of things coming and a lot of things in the works. So we got to keep it under wraps, but you guys will see. So peace and love. Boston, we love you. We always here for you, and I'm a Bostonian for life. One.